What is going on, collective? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Belligerence. Like, comment, share, and or subscribe. Yeah, see, I had to do something with the Froby for a minute here till I can get it you know, grow out a little bit. All right. So basically, today, I didn't really get any downloads or anything like that, but I did have some cards jump out at me today. So I'm gonna pull on them and see what's going on with that, and we'll see where that leads. Oh shoot! Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. More than likely, when this video drop, it probably like Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. If not, happy Thanksgiving. All right, let's see here. This time I'm gonna pull. I think I'm gonna pull 3. All right, so okay, so it looks like a fake healer is going broke. Got the bag in reverse here. Got the healer in reverse here. And we got a transformation. Yes, there's been a change in a healer's financial situation. There's a healer, a fake healer, a false healer that is actually going broke here. Let's see what kind of energy is surrounding around. You got a rest and rejuvenation in reverse. Yeah, this person is up all night worried and stressed about money. Whoever this person is look like they're they're stressed out about money problem, having money problems. Man holding a coin in reverse. Whoever this fake healer is, they look like they're going through a breakup or something like that. They could have been in a relationship with somebody who basically took care of the bills, or like a masculine figure who took care of, you know, pretty much kept everything afloat. Now this person is going through a breakup or something of that nature, and they're stressed out about it, and as a result there's a change in the financial situation here. Journey, yeah, this person, they're basically refusing. Ooh, almost knocked these over. There's some more energies that popped up right here, but look like they're trying to they basically are trying to refuse to allow things to change. It gives me the vibe that somebody like this false healer is basically trying to I don't know if they're trying to hold on to this person, or they're trying to delay somebody leaving them because they know that there's money attached to them in some way, shape, or form. You got the storm warning in reverse here. Yeah, they're trying to avoid somebody. This false reader is trying to avoid a tower. You got a angel of balance here. This angel of balance give me the vibe of like Sagittarius energy. Also with the temperance card, kind of giving the vibe of like the temperance card. From what I'm seeing here, I guess it's kind of like they're trying to like balance something out. It's kind of giving me the vibe like they were in a relationship with somebody, and maybe they took this person for granted or something like that. And now that they're losing money, or now that that person is fed up with the way that they've been doing things, kind of giving the vibe that this person is, that the male, you know, or whoever the breadwinner is getting ready to leave this person. And now this person wants to change, or trying to make it equal give and take and stuff like that, because they realize that if this person leaves, then they're going to lose everything, kind of vibe. You got what is this? Attachment, yeah. So basically, it kind of gave me the vibe of binding somebody. They could even did like a binding spell, or try to find. And binding spell isn't always candle work. Sometimes it's just kind of like finding something that this person has to be obligated. Find a way to keep this person obligated in their life in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. But wow, I can't deny the fact that there is definitely a black candle in there, a binding candle. So maybe it is spell work. Somebody did actually do like some kind of binding work to attach themselves to somebody that's in a position of being in greater power. I think I'm gonna read off of this card a little bit because I got the light and the shadow here, so I'll be able to look through here a little bit easier and see more things here. Yeah, it looks like something about an ancestral mask that this person used, something about black and green candle. They used a black candle to try to bind bind themselves to somebody health or financial health or whatever it may be. But the vibe I'm getting here, it has something to do with binding and a sword. Somebody used some kind of sword to invoke air spirit or something like that. Some kind of invocation. Yeah, I see a man. He's basically trying to like see if I can see what he sees. It's kind of like there could be another male involved to help her do this work, but he has like this beard that starts like down here. It's like everywhere. Then he has like a goatee right here. His eyes is dark, and he has something over his head, almost like chainmail. That's the vibe that I'm getting. He's a black male, dark skin. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to make me a cloud deck where it's nothing but like clouds and smoke and stuff like that. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a smoke tarot deck, because that way I can see so much better, because these pictures is kind of like distort. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know, something about having something tied up in a basement, something bound in a basement. I keep seeing like something about a spirit that has like horns or something, that basically is kind of like there's a spirit on this lady already, I guess from whatever work she's been working with or whatever, and it's creeping in and around her. It's connected to her sacral chakra, because it's almost like a child that clenches to your leg but it never lets go. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. Yeah, and it kind of like wraps itself around her. And wrapping itself around her, it kind of gives me the vibe that there's a spirit either on her root chakra or her sacral chakra that's blocking her from being able to manifest because of binding works that she keep doing. This is a woman that keep doing binding works. There's a lot of mold and green stuff in this basement that I'm seeing. It gives me the vibe. Let's see, what is that? Moss. Moss represents money. So maybe this black candle, why it has green coming out, is connected to moss. Probably cursing somebody's money to make it where they can't move forward without this person. That this person is trying to make themselves like the good luck charm to somebody else so that they will stay. That's the vibe that I'm getting with this here. There's a lot of mold here. I see a spider web too. There's something that she plotted or planned, but this plan had been set in motion a long time ago, and now it's starting to decay. Whatever plan that she put in motion is starting to decay. She does this work in a confined space. Whatever it is, her spirit, her soul is tied to this work. Either her soul is tied to this work, or her essence. Her essence is tied to this work in some way, shape, or form. Which generally is there's no, you know what I'm saying? Because let's say when it comes to like magic and spell work, stuff like that, you have different ways to connect. You could connect through the universe, you could connect within, or you could connect to like the lower realms. It gives me the vibe that maybe she went into a darker realm to connect to something, and now she's capped off from being able to elevate to the higher realms to manifest. Whatever this is, it's keeping her it's got her bound from the soul, what is that, the sacral and down. So it's almost like she swore off her sexuality to something, and every time she allows maybe like a spirit to possess her and have sex, and that spirit that she swore herself to, she gives it permission to possess her while she does sex magic with different people, to allow that spirit to perform work and stuff for her through that sex channel. But also it's like it allows that spirit to experience what it's like to be human for a while. So in exchange for having like that human feeling and passing on parts of its spirit into other people, that spirit does what she wanted to do. I'm seeing a tree, a palm tree. Ogun could be involved in this some kind of way. Somebody could be working with Ogun. I also see a flower, Irizuli. Yeah. I see a paw print. Could be even be a familiar spirit involved. But what I see most is kind of like one of those African masks. I'm not sure who has the sigil or the vive or whatever of like a mask with the plants and stuff over his head. I can't remember who that was. I can't remember who it is, but I'm seeing that with voodoo. It's a lot. This card tells a lot. That's how I know I should be digging. I should be excuse me. I think that's gonna be my MO. Yeah, what she planned something for somebody, and it looked like in the ruin of that plan, it's like I see cobwebs stuck to her side, which means that she crossed herself up with some kind of work that she put out. She crossed herself up with this work. Whoever this woman is, she crossed herself up with some work. And as a result, I guess that is the reason why her spiritual stuff is all flipped upside down. And now she can't manifest or make money off of the job that she normally do. So she trying to, like, you know, do some kind of transformation or whatever you call it. Yeah, there's something hiding her aura too. This is a depression spirit. This is a spirit that is, it has no face or no figure. It's kind of like a child. And this child sits on her solar plexus and heart chakra. It's sitting. So whenever she tried to do something or whatever, it pretty much rules her heart space. So anytime she's emotional, it kind of like guides her. So it's like one spirit drives her to do follow these sexual desires or whatever, kind of like, you know, to drum up the spirit or whatever. And then that the emotion from the actual act feeds another spirit that sits on her heart and caps her off from being able to reach the cosmos. I'm seeing a forest behind her, something about a waterfall. She could have even been trying to clearance herself in a waterfall, or even this is where her altar is. It's in the woods. And it's not like an altar. It's kind of like just a column, like a rock or a pillar or something of that nature, out in the middle of almost nowhere. It could be hot. I'm seeing something about humidity. It could definitely be a place where there is humidity, or there's some kind of, like, maybe even, it could even be cold. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you can see the air flow through. The air is white. So whether it's humid and it's warm and dense, or it's kind of like, it's like a cooler climate where it's like cold and, you know, but definitely seeing her in all white and stuff, kind of giving the vibe of it being humid. There's a lot of spirits talking about this lady. There's a lot of spirit. There's a lot. She's been like being talked about in the spiritual realm, and almost like she's a study case in the spiritual realm, where there's a lot of angels and demonic forces or spirits or whatever that has been watching her do what she do. The reason why they're watching is because I guess they're taking notes for some reason. But I see a lot of spirits in nature that's just like surrounded around her. Anytime she go into this sanctuary in this forest, I can see nothing but spirits all around her. All of them, whether she called them or not. They just feel free to just come and roam as they see fit. This is something like a she worked with earth spirits is the vibe that I'm getting here. Something about earth spirits At least that's the vibe that I'm getting here with all these spirits around here. But I'm not saying that it's limited to that though, because I see a lot of stuff out here. It's a lot. This lady has a lot going on. I'm pretty sure she probably, and what I'm thinking is, okay, now I see it. Okay, now I can see. When she lit that black candle, there was a spirit that came over and put his hand over her candle, which means that instead of, like in the spiritual realm, I get, you know, when you have clairvoyance and you burn a candle, you can see the stream of the spirit burning upwards. It's almost like a transparent, almost like a transparent, at least for me, it's like a transparent flow, like water flowing upward kind of thing. Not the smoke, but it's like a transparent flow. It's flowing up. You can see the petition flowing into the universe, right? There's a spirit that has his hand over the candles that she light. And every time she tries to send up negativity, it's transmuting it. It's transmuting it from dark magic to green, to like white green magic, which is like a healing. It's reversing the polarity on her intentions. This is a spirit that's doing this. And not only is it's like kind of like the spirit has his hand on her like this, but also one hand over her candle. This isn't protection. I'm also seeing like an owl or a hawk. Something about a spirit that carries a hawk with it, a bird. I could look at this for hours and just keep pulling stuff out. I could look at it for hours, you know, hours and hours. But I'm gonna stop right there and I'm gonna go to the next card. If something else comes up, I'll come back to it. Now, this is the other energy that's out here. It has, yes, woman holding the heart in reverse. I said that without even looking at it. Yeah, that whatever this love spell is blocked. There's a spirit that's sitting on her heart chakra too. Yeah, that's Ogun. I'm seeing something like a mirror that has Ogun's spirit in it, or like the deity Ogun in it. Maybe somebody tried to consecrate a mirror or something to Ogun for protection or something like that. It's a deity. By him having a bald head and a beard, it gives me the vibe of Ogun. But I'm seeing this mirror broken. I'm seeing it whatever happened, it broke. It broke, but I can still see his face looking through the mirror with the evil smug. Part of the mirror is broken. Like, say if it was a full square, part of it is carved out. So I don't know if this person was using it as a doorway, but there's a part of it that's open. There's a part of this mirror, this broken mirror, that's open. It's open to all external sources and stuff like that. But he's still in there and he's still trying to hold his own. It's like a stubborn spirit he's stubborn about leaving this woman or walking away from this worker or this servant or whatever it is. Maybe like she keeps calling him in. But I'm seeing that he's just stubborn. He's stubborn about leaving. Now he has his eyes fixated on her. He has his eyes fixated on her. Something about a spirit that carries a staff as well. A dark staff. Or even somebody who uses a staff for work. This is a person that works in the shadows. All that from here. That's what I say, yo. I gotta give me some, yeah. All right, ancestors. So just take your time and reveal to us what we need to know about this situation. Whew, that's a lot. I didn't even have to pull all them cards. Next time, I think I'm gonna just pull one, and I'm gonna read that. Matter of fact, I think I do better with oracle cards than I do tarot cards. I think I do a lot better with the oracles. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we got the Queen of Cups out here, okay? You got the Queen of Cups. You got the Queen of Swords out here. You got the Tower out here. You got the Ten of Wands in reverse. The Five of Cups out here. You got the Two of Cups. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Empress in reverse. 8 of Wands out here. Bottom of the deck, six of Swords in reverse here. Yes. Okay, so like I say, maybe this lady put some kind of work out and she can't get rid of whatever it is. She can't stop it, and she can't get rid of it because the binding that she put on there, it's like instead of using a cord, she actually chained this together. It's a dark spiritual chain that's connecting this work to this lady. So I guess it's supposed to be fueled off of her intentions and desires. I guess it's the chain is supposed to make it stronger. That's why I assumed it was Ogun. And part of that mirror, the doorway that connects her to Ogun, is partially shattered. She don't have a strong connection to Ogun or whatever she was doing to protect herself as far like she used to, because she has a spirit riding her heart and one riding her sacral chakra. And then you had another benevolent spirit that's covering her work, keeping it from you know. But yes, this Queen of Cups vibe kind of like give me the vibe that maybe this is some kind of emotional work. She does this by running water. Something about her doing this work by water. It's not only water work, but she does it near water, running water. Could be like a river or something. Could even be burying something under a riverbed. Or even making chalices and stuff like that. Hydromancy kind of thing. But I'm seeing a lot of water. Something about water. Water, and not just water, but it kind of like give me the vibe of like there's a little bit of land that leads into like a watery area. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was like a creek, or if it's like a river that's split in two around a certain area, and she probably like call herself trying to use the water to call a circle around that area while she do her work and stuff like that. Anyway, she spoke something. She tried to speak something into existence, like speaking some chaos into existence with the Queen of Swords and the Tower here. It kind of gave me the vibe that she spoke into existence some kind of dark negative energy or some kind of spell work. She was trying to speak it into existence. And now it's coming true in her life, and it's starting to destroy stuff in her life because I guess whatever protection she thought she had is shattered. I saw a sword being pierced through a mirror. And part of that mirror is, like I say, part of that mirror is missing. Yeah. This is not good because it doesn't just affect her, it affects two people. This is a tower for two people. So maybe that's why her and this person is breaking up. Where it's like she was doing work off of this person's money, or this person was funding her to do the work, or they could have been like a couple, and then like, you know, one is the breadwinner, get the money, and then using the money to go and do the work or whatever, or doing the work. Now they're being separated. Either they're being separated or there's a tower that's coming in because it's something that she spoke into existence. Kind of give me the vibe that I guess they thought something succeeded, or they were celebrating something, or they built a foundation off of this work some kind of way. Some kind of way this lady have been doing this to a whole bunch of other people and have been building foundations off of it. But now all of a sudden, something happened. There was some change. There was a change, a sudden change. Some kind of truth that got released that destroyed this entire situation here. But I get the vibe, honestly, I get the vibe that she was speaking some kind of ill or some kind of dark work or whatever. She was doing, like, I don't know what it was, but she was speaking something into existence. And when she spoke it into existence, she spoke it into her own life, probably because she was looking in the mirror when she said it. And all of a sudden she came to realize that she was looking at herself. And when she realized she was looking at herself, that in that instant, all that work came back and hit her. That's a possibility. I'm not, you know, at least that's how I see it. Somebody calls themselves trying to do some mirror work, or use a mirror or something, or do some kind of work, some kind of binding work, whatever. And they could have used the mirror some kind of way. And I guess they wanted to pretend like they were talking to you, speaking it into your life. And then for a split second, they got to seeing themselves in that mirror, or whatever it may be. And everything that they said ended up falling back into their own life. You got Ten of Wands out here in reverse here. Yeah. Now this person is stuck trying to do everything by themselves because the person that they was working with, either they took an L or they were getting out of the situation. They're calling themselves trying to walk away apart from this person. Now this person is overwhelmed, overburdened, because now they're doing all this work to try to keep this work going. You know what I'm saying? It could be a circumstance where they're like, okay, well, we'll just keep doing this or keep doing whatever until I could find somebody to fix it. Because it kind of giving the vibe that the work that she had been working on, it's all broken. I just see it. All the stuff that she had been working with, everything she worked with, every person she was working with, I could see everything just broken. She leaves a trail of brokenness with her. People who fund her, they're broke now. The businesses that help fund her, broken. The people who work with her, broken. Their children, broken. Going through depression, anxiety, bipolar, just having, you know what I'm saying, episodes. You go to the work is starting to lose money and starting to, like, not give her so many hours. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Everything, she has a broken spirit around her. A spirit that's breaking her from the inside out. And it's requiring that she continue to feed it through sexual, you know, through the sacral, the root and the sacral, and the heart area. Yeah. Now, whoever this is, they regret that they did this. Whatever this work is, they regret they did it, but from when it looked like, they can't stop doing it. Because they know at any point, because of the stuff that they sent out, if they should ever stop, them doing this work has been keeping them afloat, basically. It's been keeping whatever this is at bay. It's almost like if you ever saw a video, I don't need to learn how to drop videos, but if it was a video of a machine that was keeping itself running by scraping up the oil on the floor and pulling it to itself so that the oil will continue to flow. Because if it ever stopped pulling that oil, the machine is shut down. So the machine was just going around, and it did that for years. Then eventually it just stopped. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it just stopped. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of gave me that vibe. You know, this person is doing all this dark work and dark spell work to keep something bigger and darker at bay in their life. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. There's major backfires. I'm talking about there's major backfires in nature, in the spiritual realm, physically, mentally, emotionally, whoever this is. And now it kind of giving the vibe that they're trying to bind themselves to somebody to help clear it out. Or they're either trying to bind themselves to the person that they want this to hit. Because I also picked up that vibe where somebody know that they spell work don't work, so they'll do it. And when it start backfiring on them, they go and they do a binding, or they'll cross their paths with you, or do crossing work on you, so that what's designed to come towards them will hit you, because they know when they sent it out, it wasn't working. So yeah, you definitely got to watch out for that too. That's why when you call your energy, that's part of the reason why, and you know, when you go through spiritual warfare and you call your energy back, all their original energy returned to them, and then they start losing stuff all over again. It's because they had, from what I'm seeing, it looked like somebody did some kind of spell work, or been doing mad spell work. And guess what? They're trapped in a prison of this spell work that they created, and which is closes itself in on all sides all the time. But in order to expand the walls just a little bit, they have to keep sending the work out to different people and to you. And then what sticks opens the wall up just a little bit more for them to maneuver. But then when they notice that it's coming back or start closing in, that's when they try to do some crossing work to cross your energy up with what they sent out, whether it was working or not. 9 times, from what I'm seeing, the spell work never worked. To be 100% honest, from what I'm seeing, the illusion itself was that the spell work was working. But what I'm seeing here is that the spell work doesn't work. Somebody's trying to use backfires to their advantage. They know that the work is going to backfire. So when it backfires, they're trying to do crossing magic, or magic to cross you up, cross your path up with what's supposed to be meant for them. And that's the spell work. That's the secret behind this witch's work. That's the secret. She's not well, I don't know about all that, but she's not as powerful as you think. She's not, you know what I'm saying, a supreme or anything like that. It's just that she knows how to backfire spell work, and then tried to cross your life up with the spell work that backfired. Because I think I pulled on this person before, and last time I pulled on this person, they were envious of this man who was getting ready to be famous, and she had been doing work on him. But when the work wasn't working, her and her husband or her boyfriend or her brother led that person out to the middle of nowhere and killed that person. And another instance was I believe they did the same to an old lady and took her house. They poisoned her. They poisoned the lady and took her house. So I don't know if they laced her because the lady smoked weed. I'm not sure if they laced it with what is that stuff that they put they lace stuff with now, where only a dab will kill you. I forgot what it's called. It's that I forgot what it's called. It'll come to me. But it kind of give me that vibe that they forced that person to overdose by lacing the blunt or lacing that person weed or whatever with that drug. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a lot. Anyway, that's basically the secret of this spiritual warfare. There's a lot of people that has cross conditions that this person deal with. There's a lot of people that's cursed that's around this person. This person is cursed. This person could have even been doing spell work or getting paid to do like money jars and stuff like that, spell work for people. And what they're really doing is they're crossing that other person's old condition with your condition. So it may seem like they're getting money for a while until you call your energy back, which is perfect for them because it's like, oh, it needs to be charged again. And then they go through all this BS of doing all this work or what, fake work, when in reality, the only thing they're doing is lighting the black candle to cross your path up with that person. And that's it. That's it. That's all it was. Yeah. So in this last work, they tried to break up a union here. Part of it was to break up a Two of Cups. Yeah. There was some spell to break somebody up. And yeah. With this, I know you see the lion, you see the part where it's ascending right there. All of that right there. That's a sepia staff. What is connected to a sepia staff is Kundalini energy, which gives me the vibe of the twin flame journey. Maybe she did some work against some twin flames is the vibe I'm getting here, or a celestial couple that's supposed to be together. Don't have to be twin flame. But you also see that the Lion of Judah had his wings over this relationship. And now this person is starting to see, because the luau's that this person has been calling on, and the stuff that they've been calling on, because it wasn't just voodoo that this person was calling on. I'm gonna tell you that now. I seen it. All them spirits wasn't voodoo or Santeria. All of them wasn't the same religion. It was some of everything. It's some of everything in there. Some of every different practice in there. But what I can say, this person tried to break that up, and now they're trying to replace themselves with that other person's energy that they tried to break up with. So it's kind of like that candle was supposed to break somebody up, and the chain was supposed to bind themselves to the other lover, so that way this person could cleanse out their energy. Because I think that's part of the contract that they have with the dark realm, is that all of this spell work is going to come in and start attacking them unless they cleanse their energy. And the only way to cleanse them energy is to make a divine being of light a sacrifice. And the only way to do that sacrifice is for them to step down, or for the anointing of Abraham to be over that person. And only way that you can get the anointing of Abraham on that person is if y'all are together and that person is in love with you, kind of vibe. And this person know that. This person is trying to do some kind of fake false love thing, or even just come back because they got something on them. Somebody got something on them. They got something on them. They're not just something, they got a lot of somethings on them. That's why when you with certain people, your money start going down. That's what this person was getting ready to do. They was gonna come in and they was gonna try to bind themselves to you, or even bind themselves to you, so that a lot of stuff start going on crazy in your life, and you don't know why, when, where, what. It's because of that. It's some unholy in your energy, and it's that person right there. Because look, they losing money. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This person is borrowing money right now. They probably borrowing money from people they don't even really know, to try to stay afloat. Yeah. Unpaid debts, one-sided charity, strings attached. Yeah. Or they're lending people power. Or either that, or they're lending money out to people in order to use them. They could also be using their money to recruit people to use. People who owe them money and owe them debts and stuff like that, they're calling in these debts, is the vibe I'm getting here. Some about them calling in debts from other people in order to keep them doing the work, or whatever it may be too. So not only is it one soul involved, it's other people. So slowly but surely, this person is burning through their assets, because a lot of times when it comes to good karma, sometimes, good karma, I put it like this, I ain't gonna say good karma, but spiritual debt. You might go and you might bail somebody out of a situation, right? And now they owe you. You know what I'm saying? And instead of that person just saying, hey, I just want $50 and calling it cool, this person's like, no, in order to satisfy this debt, I need you to do this for me. And it's like, well, either I go back to what I don't have, or I just do this. All right, whatever. This person get involved. Next thing you know, they're selling themselves, their souls and stuff, and it's costing them a lot more than they expected. But they already signed up for an agreement. They didn't know until after they agreed to it. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles energy out here. Yeah, this person right now, it's like this could be a mother, or this person is pregnant. This person is planning to be a mother in some kind of way. There's some kind of pregnancy around this lady. Queen of Pentacles energy out here. So the plan is to yeah, this person was trying to like nurture or convince other people to keep doing this work, because I guess instead of this person doing all this spell work on their own, they hired other people they taught different people to do the work, right? And then they're paying these people to do this work. Since it's coming from multiple people in different places and stuff like that all at once, it's sending more and more of that dark energy away from this one person. But when you call your energy back, it hit everybody all at one time. That's what's going on here. This person can't, whoever this is, they can't keep up with keep sending that work out by themselves. So now they're trying to be creative, and they're trying to find a way to get other people involved. Yeah. I definitely think that I definitely believe this is somebody who's pregnant. This is a baby mama right here. Could even be a single parent. She could even be in a situation where she just had a baby and had to go straight to work. Or a circumstance of where she's pregnant and have to work. She's pregnant and she has to work at the same time. I see a boa constrictor, and I see also an alligator that's like creeping up her backside. With this snake, they kind of give me the vibe of a constrictor, latching onto people and squeezing everything nourishing out of people. Essentially is what I'm seeing here, because essentially that's what the alligator does. It does chomp you down, but essentially its goal is to squeeze you to death inside of its body. Something about squeezing all the nutrients out of people. They're going to squeeze something for everything that it has. Got the Empress card out here in reverse here. Yeah, this person is definitely blocked creatively, and we already know why. Because she has that spirit that's resting on her. It's creating anxiety, and she can't make decisions. She's overwhelmed. They both could be overwhelmed and anxious, depending on other people. And they can't focus, or lack of concentration. So yes, somebody definitely could have been doing that kind of work, where it's like whatever's going on with them and people around them, Like, say if people start losing stuff and stuff in the background, they go and they do a crossing spell on you, or they could do a crossing spell on somebody to cross up cross up what they sent out to backfire. I mean, cross up what's backfiring on them onto you. And I guess it's supposed to create delays for you. And now it's in a situation where everything is coming full forward, speeding up. Yeah. Whatever this spell work was, or whatever they trying to keep at bay, you're going to know what it was based off of what hit them. So if you know somebody is a hater and something backfires on them, like let's say if they lose their job, 9 times out of 10 that person was wishing that you lose yours. If, you know, they said, oh, I'm going to do this to you and do that to you or whatever, you'll know who said what and who really did what by what happens to them. You're going to know. You're going to know. It's going to come out. All right. So let's see what the universe has. Well, I guess, yeah, that video's long enough. I think I'm going to end it right there. All right. I love y'all all. Y'all take it easy. Peace.